Alright guys, you're probably wondering what's this funny looking little gadget. I've actually showed it off before, but I've got a couple of different variations now. But this is it's an actual compensator. It's a stun gun attachment compensator. I made it. It's just made from a 3D printed compensator I got from Sterling Self-Defense sent me out a while ago. I just drilled a hole in it and I connected a high volt generator, a 400,000 volt high volt generator. These are the same things that are in normal stun guns, depending on the sizes. This is a more powerful one. I got them wired into a momentary switch and an 18650 battery compartment with the battery inside. And yeah, it just goes on your Pistelle, your X68. I got mine all rigged up here with a 25 round drum and a 25 gram CO2, so I can get all 25 shots. The last shot being around 38 joules, first one being anywhere from 64 to 58 joules. The first shot usually comes out with this barrel. And again, this barrel is from Sterling Self-Defense, ssd.com, sterlingselfdefense.com. There's also, I got, you can put the power cap. This is a Sterling Self-Defense power cap. This will increase big time power. It allows you to run an HPA tank in the back. Anyways, I showed it off before, but I can't keep my marker set that high, so sprayed around 60, 50 joules is non-lethal, so I'm going to keep it like that. It still does good damage. It will definitely stop someone from robbing your family and hurting you and whatever. But anyways, yeah, this little device here, you take the screw out of your bottom, the stock screw, and then you got to get a longer one. I can't remember the size, but it goes up through the battery compartment. I just drilled a hole in the battery compartment, and then there's a hole already for it here. Stan already made it in, as you can see. So the screw will come right up in there, and then basically this just goes on here, the Picatinny rail, and then you fire your screw up in, and it'll lock it on. Yeah, so this is how it looks. I gotta secure these wires, but I have the next, if I do make another one of these, I'm actually gonna wire it up inside, so you won't be able to see the wiring here. And again, this one here, you can kind of see the wire running in there. I'm gonna have that coming up through and then in, so this was just a first rough make, so all these parts here got from Amazon, except for the printed parts and the barrel, of course, from Dan. I got that from Sterling Self-Defense. But, yeah. Another thing I want to show off is, now you can go this way, like, let's see, if you want to mount a laser light on to it, I got this nice laser light from Amazon. The laser is actually inside the lens. This is a blue strobe laser. So yeah, you get your strobe, or I can make it solid. And then you get the strobe light, which I can also make that solid too if I want. But anyways, I got it on just this homemade Picatinny rail I've modified. I cut a piece off, a big long one. It's a really, really super low profile one I made. And then basically what you do is, it's got a little bit of room here to play with. So the Picatinny, so you can't really snap it on here because it looks ridiculous, and it won't hold it because the clamp is way up here instead of at the back. So basically it just goes on like this, and then you just fire that nut up with a pair of vice grips, or sorry, pliers, or whatever. You got a wrench. But yeah, see, so now I can have it mounted there. It is kind of big, but it's very light still. It's not heavy. It's, plus the weight of your drum here and all your ammo. Well, I don't know. It's fine with me. I don't have any problem with it. But I just think it looks, it's kind of away from your hand, so it's a little bit harder to activate. But the alternative is, whoops. So take that off. The alternative would be to take this off up here. And then I got a Leapers UTG low profile rail. So in order to get the laser on, and it's a little bit easier to access this way. But yeah, if you're curious about any of these other mods, I have other videos for them. How to make your own drums and how to do this little rig here, CO2 rig. But yeah, so what we'll do is just put this on. Hold on a second. Oop. Be careful there. Oh, wrong one. Okay, so now, but the thing I don't like about this is, oh wait, that's not on right. Anyways, I don't like this because it raises your scope up off of the barrel. But again, it allows you to get your laser and stuff on. So, anyways, yeah, I'm just carrying on here. I have a different one here modified specifically for this. I'll show you what the problem is here. It's causing that weird angle. Like if you can see, these parts right here, the little clips that lock in your Picatinny so you don't get no slide, they have to be, to fit this Picatinny rail on here on the Pistelle X68. They're too thick, so I had to shave them and modify them down, but I'm just not finding the proper, there it is, I think I got it now. Yeah, there we go. That was the right one right here. Okay, this one is straight. But yeah, it's a very low profile. It's only a 1/2 inch version. So now I can take and get this off here. I got this on a little Picatinny rail right here. But yeah, I can put this on there now. And then, of course. Oh. Alright, there we go. So, see, you can mount it up like that, but, oh, again, I gotta fix this. See, I'm just gonna cut more of that material out, but I have another one that's perfect for this, but I haven't, it's because a lot of the Picatinny rails, they don't fit on, so you have to kind of modify this. This is obviously for a different build, otherwise it would be perfectly straight. But see what I mean? You got your battery compartment down here, you got your button right there, so it's very close. But the thing I don't like, it brings your scope that much higher, the red dot. I like my red dot close as you can get to the barrel. Like, because like, when you have it set to a certain distance, and somehow an enemy pops out at a different area, it's not going to be accurate. But then again, within 20 to 30 feet, it's not really going to matter. You're not really going to miss anyway. It's pretty much just point shoot. You don't really need all this, but it's nice to have for the dark. And this here is really good to blind the person. So if they're coming at you at night or something, and then you blind them, and then you can hit them, it just makes it a lot more difficult for them. But, yeah, guys, so you can either just put it up there, or on the top like that, you can have it. Me, I like it the other way how I have it set, but it don't matter. Actually, I like it just kept right on this. It's a normal scope, but then my laser's all the way out here, right? So, just, I mean, if you go like that, you can reach out and do it quickly, right? But either way, it don't really matter. Just point and shoot. Anyways, that's the X68, and it's just a little different way. I have it, I was going to set it on the TAC carbine and make a double version. But anyways, y'all stay safe, guys. Take care as always.